Folks, we are finally going to get subpoenas of the Biden family members. No more Kevin McCarthy in there to cock block the whole process and do everything he can to play delay a game so he can protect his buddies, the Bidens. Now we've got Mike Johnson in there, who's got no problem with subpoenaing the entire Biden family just from the corruption, receipts, whistleblowers that have all been brought before Congress. There is no reason not to not just impeach Biden, but subpoena him, bring him before the American people, before Congress, and let's ask those loaded questions that involve them trying to explain how they made all this friggin' money. That's what I want to know. Where's your receipts? How you made this money? What were you selling besides our country out? They actually don't have any answers, so that's going to make this pretty much a slam dunk once they get to the point that they get to cross-examine a lot of these folks. But today, it's happening. James Comer has subpoenaed a whole list of the Bidens. I'm talking about Hunter Biden, James Biden, Rob Walker. Hold on just a second, folks. Let me scroll down a little bit. Sarah Biden, Haley Biden, Elizabeth Secundy, Melissa Cohen, and Tony Bobulinski. That looks like about 7 or 8 that they are in process of subpoenaing immediately. Sounds like to me they're going to put a case together, a story together. I would love to see Tony Bobulinski and Hunter Biden in the same Congress trying to figure out which one's a liar. Because we already know the truth of the matter, folks. Everything Tony Bobulinski has said about the Bidens, Rob Walker and several others have said about Hunter Biden and Joe Biden so far, all these allegations have been corroborated, and a lot of them have been 100% proven. So as far as credibility goes, I believe Tony Bobulinski 100%. I think that was why it was important to bring him and Rob Walker back in for subpoena purposes. That way we got the same information brought fresh while they cross-examine Hunter Biden on what he has to say about the fact that Tony Bobulinski and Rob Walker and IRS whistleblowers and several other facts, including receipts, text messages, emails, phone conversations, all at this point are proven that the Bidens are all in on this influence peddling scheme, the whole entire family. And we have to say allegations and allegedly at this point, but I'm over all that. Even for YouTube's sake, truth be known, they're guilty of sin, and there is no doubt about it. Anybody that thinks that the Bidens are alleged criminals and not real criminals is because it hasn't been proven in the court of law yet. But as far as factual evidence available, they're dirty, they're guilty, and there's no doubt about it. Now I'm going to go ahead and get into a video clip here from one of the news stations. I thought this was pretty interesting. I'm not a huge fan of Fox, but I do like it when they do bring the truth out, because there are still millions of people that listen to Fox still today. But it is definitely a good day when we got the opportunity to run the Bidens through the mill with the questions about the truth, about their corruption. I think they're actually going to replace Biden over the next month or two, or at least tell him he's not running again. I think the DNC will tell him, this is your last go-round. You're out. Because of the fact the pressure is going to get so crazy, and the public opinion, as bad as it is for the Biden family, is only getting worse from here. Not over the economy or the border or anything of that nature, which everybody's pissed off about, but over the fact that we got black and white proof in several forms that the Bidens have enriched their entire family while they fleece this country in the process. As far as I'm concerned, it's treasonous. A lot of other words YouTube doesn't like, but truth be known, it is what it is. It's not allegations to me at this point. It is guilt of crime. Now, if you see it otherwise, you're one of these naysayers in the comments that think you can't prove anything. The Bidens haven't been proven to be criminals yet. Well, don't hold your breath. It's just a matter of time. It will all be exposed. Joe Biden will be found guilty, I believe, in the court of law before it's all said and done. And hopefully his son, too, and his brother, and any family member that decided they wanted to get in on this influence peddling that involved selling out our very own country, including selling our farmland, thanks to people like Hunter and James Biden. Facts, folks. That's what's really going on. Probably still doing it today.
The House Oversight Committee is escalating its impeachment inquiry into President Biden, with Chairman James Comer issuing subpoenas to multiple members of the Biden family. Fox Digital reporter Brooke Singman is here live on set now. Brooke, good to see you. So who are these subpoenas for?
Hi, Sandra. Thanks for having me. So this just breaking. We have subpoenas for Hunter Biden, James Biden, the president's brother, and Rob Walker, who is a business associate of Hunter and James. Also, House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer requested transcribed interviews from Hallie Biden, which is President Biden's daughter-in-law, who was married to Beau Biden. Hunter Biden was romantically involved with her for a time. Sarah Biden, who is James Biden's wife, and also Melissa Cohen, who is Hunter's current wife, Elizabeth Secundy, who is Hallie Biden's sister, and former business associate Tony Bobulinski. So these are all coming right now, breaking today, and House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer just issued these.
Fair to say this is the most aggressive step yet?
Absolutely. I mean, this is the first time we're having actual subpoenas for testimony for members of the Biden family, and James Comer said that these are just the first subpoenas that he's sending this week. We are expecting some more to come, but, you know, these come in the middle of this impeachment inquiry, so it is the first step to have Biden family members there answering questions.
Why is all of this happening right now, Brooke?
Well, James Comer, these are not the first subpoenas that James Comer has issued.
I can answer that question for her. Why is it happening right now? It's because we've been waiting for it to happen. While Kevin McCarthy's been slow walking the whole process. Now that he is no longer Speaker of the House, everything is moving much faster. There's no more cock blocking from Kevin McCarthy trying to protect his buddies, the Bidens. And so we're actually going to get some progress. We're actually going to get to run the Bidens through the Congress, find out why they can't answer questions involving 24 questions alone. I would love to ask Hunter Biden that I know he couldn't answer without incriminating his father. I'm sure it's going to be slam dunk easy to pin these people up on these charges because of and these allegations, because of the fact there's receipts in every direction, emails, phone calls, threatening text messages. The list goes on and on. The laptop from hell, the bank records. There is a litany of evidence against the entire Biden crime family. And I said it, Biden crime family. No allegations or assumptions there. It is what it is. They're a bunch of friggin' criminals. We all know it. There's no need in tiptoeing around the possibility that they're not. Because the truth of the matter is, we've all heard and seen enough evidence, including these correspondents that play dumb. They all know what's going on. They all know the Bidens are dirty. And it's just a matter of time before the entire American population realizes it as well. Because mainstream media can only hide Biden's flaws for so long. Once we get him impeached in the House, after we run him through the mill with the questions of the entire Biden family, it only gets uglier from there for the Bidens. Whether we get him impeached in the Senate or not, I don't even think it's about that for me. It's about making his life miserable for the next year and keeping him in the public eye. Like they tried to do to Trump for the last 7 years, trying to run Trump through the mill, make him look bad, come up with fake allegations, do anything they can to promote the orange man bad. Well, we don't have to go to that extreme. All we have to do is just prove what we know so far and expose it to the world. With just the facts, folks, no opinion involved, just the facts about the Biden crime syndicate.
As part of his investigation. Actually, in September, he subpoenaed bank records belonging to Hunter and James Biden. That was, at that point, the most aggressive step that he had taken. But in the last few weeks, you know, the committee has been obtaining these subpoenaed records from James and Hunter's personal and business financial records. And what Hunter Biden and James Biden's records have shown, according to Comer, is that President Biden actually may have benefited. So last week, James Comer said that President Biden actually received 2 checks from James Biden and Sarah Biden's personal bank account, one for $40,000 and one for $200,000.
How is that may have benefited when the checks are made out directly to Joe Biden? You can leave that may out of that sentence.
Those checks both were labeled in the memo section of the check as loan repayments, but James Comer says the White House is not providing those documents that would prove that those were actual loans, and the money actually came on days that the Biden family was obtaining money from Chinese business companies and more. So Comer's been laying all of this out and following.
I call that busted, folks. Cold busted.
Following the money.
And as far as the overall, this piece fitting into the overall impeachment inquiry, Republicans say this evidence that they have uncovered so far paints a troubling picture of the influence peddling, they say, by Biden's family and their business dealings, particularly with their clients overseas. Quoting Comer directly, now the Oversight Committee is going to bring in members of the Biden family and their associates to question them on the record of evidence. The stakes obviously are exceedingly high, Brooke.
Absolutely, that's true. And House Speaker Mike Johnson, newly minted House Speaker, came in and said that he told me during an interview last week or the week before that he believes that the president actually is engaged in a cover-up and continues to lie to the American people about whether he was involved in or had any knowledge of his son's business dealings. Also, last hour, Hunter Biden's lawyer sent a letter to House Speaker Johnson asking him to stop these investigations led by Comer. And
I can't help but laugh, folks. Hunter Biden's lawyers sent James Comer and the Oversight Committee a letter. Please don't investigate. That tells you they're panicking, folks. Don't look under that rock. You might find some more evidence. That's what it's coming down to, folks. Hunter Biden is down to getting his lawyers to a grovel. Too bad it ain't going to work, folks. I'm so happy for it.
But also by House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan.
Something tells me that's not going to happen.
Exactly. They say they're going to continue to follow the facts, and that's what they intend to do.
Okay. Brooke, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Excellent reporting as always.
Well, folks, you know what that says to me? That letter or phone call to James Comer and Jim Jordan from Hunter Biden's lawyer, he got the old go kick rocks answer. And I love it. I love it. That is the best news I've heard yet. I don't believe that they're going to do all this investigation, fighting for subpoenas, fighting for information, just to drop it because Hunter Biden's lawyer wants them to. That was such a stupid request. But it is what it is. They're grasping at straws. Like, subscribe, and share to Vote of Patriots. Everybody have a great day. Over and out.